You know what? Here's the deal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want. And I'm going to eat what I like. And I'm going to eat what's yummy. You can cover it in stars, bedazzle it, make it glow in the dark. And I'm still not going to buy any of your sugar-free, fat-free, low-sodium, government-approved ice cream. I'm going to buy the full fat, full yum ice cream, and I'm going to eat the whole damn half gallon if I want to. Yeah, and the other half gallon, I'll eat later. Unless I decide to eat it right now. Yeah, I'm going for the extra butter in the ice cream. I'd like butter.
Extra butter fat, extra cream.
I would like not butter-flavored ice cream, but extra butter in my ice cream.
Yes, more cream, more butter, fat, more
I would like
more
you
flavor,
to
more sugar.
Mix it in so I don't see it, but just to piss Michelle Obama off, I may want people's liposuction to be put right into ice cream. Mix it and don't tell me it's there. Just say it's got extra bad stuff in it. Michelle Obama hates it, and I'll eat it with glee.
So what you're saying is you're willing to go all the way to cannibalism just to piss Michelle Obama
No,
off?
I'm not willing to eat people, but I am willing to have their fat mixed that they selected to take out.
What do you think if you were eating human fat, that would be cannibalism?
Fat's fat. It's not human. It's not dog. It's not. It's just fat.
No, it's human. It comes from the human body, created by the human body.
You will soon learn, my friend. You will soon learn, and the people of Occupy Wall Street will tutor you in things like meat is meat. Eat it.
The ethical lines of cannibalism.
I'm not. What?
Of what some may think is cannibalism, but it isn't really because...
Hello, Ted Turner, Mr. Crazy Man. People are going to turn to cannibalism. Okay, conspiracy freak. Hey, Stu.
Yes.
Could you explain how big $1 quadrillion is?
Yeah, you mentioned the number 1.5 quadrillion.
1.5 quadrillion.
It's really big.
Really big.
Let me get a little more descriptive.
Just so you know, I'm going to give you the story here in just a second. I just wanted to point out, I've never seen the word quadrillion used in a legitimate story ever, unless it's used to describe the distance in space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it is paired usually with the word bajillion, which is fake. So
Are we sure?
I don't even know anymore.
I think we should look because it could be on our money soon.
So, Glenn, you were at Game 6 of the ALCS.
Yes.
Texas Rangers, Detroit Tigers.
Texas, I'm coming soon. I love you. Anyway, go ahead.
The ballpark at Arlington?
Yes.
So 1 million, which is a number thrown around all the time, can fill that stadium. 1 million people could fill that stadium about 20 times. 1.5 quadrillion people could fill that stadium 31 billion times.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah, that's a lot of times.
Still don't think I can get my arms around that. That doesn't sound like a lot.
1 billion seconds.
1 billion seconds.
It's about 32 years.
32 years.
1.5 quadrillion seconds is 48 million years.
But 48 million years because, Pat, how old's the Earth? 5,000 years?
Right. At the most.
It's a few weeks.
Okay, all right. So that's older than the Earth is what you're saying.
Way older than the Earth.
I'm not getting
48 million years. That's...
You know, you're talking dinosaurs if they really existed, which obviously they didn't.
Those are just...
I mean, that's some fantasy made up by Steven Spielberg.
Right.
But, we all know that's the case.
Right.
I mean, all Christians know that.
Okay.
So I still can't get my arms around.
No, it's really hard.
1.4 quadrillion.
All right, how about this? 1 billion inches.
1 billion inches.
Gets you 7% of the way to the moon.
All right. 7% of the way to the moon.
Right.
Okay, 1 billion does.
Yeah.
1 billion inches.
Right. 1 billion inches.
Gets you 7% of the way to the moon. 1.5 quadrillion inches gets you to the moon and back 50,000 times.
Huh. Why would you do that rather than just keep going further? And,
why wouldn't you just
Jupiter or something?
Why do you have to go 50 billion times to the moon?
50,000 times back and forth to the moon. That's
ridiculous.
A lot of dumb trips.
Yeah.
It's redundant. Get your job done.
That doesn't work. I don't
think get all your work done there.
Stupidity
and then move on.
Going to the moon and back 50.
What are you going to do that for?
Billion
keep
times?
Going past the moon to I don't know, Saturn or
someplace.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? 1 billion people, roughly the population of Africa. Okay.
All right.
1.5 quadrillion people would fill the entire Earth 250,000 times.
Why not just fill a bigger planet once? Like Jupiter. How many times would it fill Jupiter?
How would we have all of the Texas stadiums in that place?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Silly.
No, this is not working with you guys.
All right, let's say I go to the bank teller.
Yeah.
And I say, I'd like $1.5 quadrillion, please.
And I want it all in ones.
And I want you to count it out one at a time. And I'm only allowing the teller to count it out 1 second at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How long does it take her to count out $1.5 quadrillion?
You'd be there past lunch.
Really?
Into dinner.
Okay.
And into the next 48 million dinners. Because it would take, more than that.
Unless I'm a hobbit.
Oh, that's only if you eat once a year for 48 million years. Because it would take you 48 million years to have your money counted out.
Well, I got to say, I have a problem with that estimate because that's assuming you can say each one of these numbers in a second.
Right.
When you get to 32 quadrillion, 475 trillion, 264 billion, you're not saying that in 1 second.
So that doesn't work either.
It's really
that doesn't work
Let's just say this. That's why you don't see that number printed in news stories very often.
Because it's a stupid number.
Right.
Okay, it doesn't really work. It doesn't happen.
The Earth is only 5,000 years old.
Thing.
Got it?
All right.
Okay, here you go. Do you know what a derivative is? Yeah, probably as much as you can explain 1.5 quadrillion. Basically, financial industry instruments that play a huge role in determining the value of something else. Okay. It's slot machines. No, that's not risky enough. Roulette. It's roulette. Isn't that the riskiest game in Vegas? Roulette?
No, there's got to be worse than that.
Then roulette?
Roulette's not good though. It's not a money making scenario for you.
That's what I mean. It's really bad bets.
Yeah. Lots of them.
You don't go and put, let's say, your entire global economy on 36 black. You just don't do it. Bad idea. Well, the GDP, the global GDP, which means every dollar, every yen, every yak, everything that is printed or spent in the entire world created.
I have all my money in yaks, by the way. In case
yaks may be the currency of the future. That total number for an entire year is $65 trillion. Help me out, Oscar the Grouch. Is that a bigger number or smaller than $1.5 quadrillion?
I'm going to go with less. It's a very difficult. Let me talk it out.
Think about it.
How many trillions in a quadrillion?
1,000.
1,000 trillions. So 65 trillion, definitely smaller than 1,500 trillions. Got it?
Yeah,
yes.
You nailed that one.
Our derivatives are estimated to be, could be a little less, could be a little more, than $1.5 quadrillion. And here's the good news. They think it might collapse. How? That's not good.
The good thing, though, is the experts who estimate the size of financial problems always overestimate. They always think they're too big and then later are surprised at how small they are. That's the way it always happens, Glenn.
It always works out.
It'll probably work out to be like $200,000.
Right, exactly.
Do you remember when this whole TARP thing came and they said, it's $500 billion? And I think I came out like the first day and said,
oh, yeah, you're
like
on.
$3 or $5 trillion, easy. Remember the days when it was only going to be about a $5 trillion problem? All those
good
days come back.
Oh, the good old days.
Miss those.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah. That's like cruising down the, Highway 1 with the top down. Oh, those days don't come back. Okay, now there's another money problem, and this time it's at Occupy Wall Street. Well, they've gone the man. Yeah, they've become the man.
They've actually used banks. Evil, hideous banks to put money in.
I don't believe that for a
it's
second.
hard to believe.
But there's now starting to be some internal strife over money.
Yeah.
Because the people don't have access to the money. Now, for anybody who's a history buff, you know that what happens in revolutions with communists is first somebody's accused of betraying the revolution. And then the blood runs in the streets. Well, that's not going to happen here. Although they are now saying people are betraying the revolution. But don't worry about that. It's going to be different this time.